Hayes Entertainment exclusive.
This is I Only Touch Greatness podcast with Ryan Hayes
Big
and
Mike,
Big
Hayes
Mike.
Entertainment here. This episode we got Ben King and Kyle Masters, two Red Deer Rebels and NHL draft prospects. Couple of good kids. Hit the subscribe button right there on the YouTube if you like what we're doing. Kyle, Ben, thanks again for coming on today, guys. We really appreciate it. I'm Ryan, by the way. This is Big Mike. Big Mike here. We're just going to ask you guys a bunch of questions about hockey and your guys' careers and stuff. Both you guys, what made you guys get into hockey? We'll start with Ben.
I think my mom's dad, so my grandpa, he was a hockey player growing up, and he kind of just got me skating at a young age and then got me into hockey, and I've loved it ever since.
Kyle?
My dad played for the Red Deer Rebels as well, so I kind of just wanted to follow in his footsteps, and he kind of helped me along the way.
Right on. Did you guys play any other sports growing up?
I played like soccer as a young kid and a bit of lacrosse and stuff, but nothing too serious in the past like 5 years probably, once I got older.
Kyle?
I played soccer up until 2 years ago, and then I kind of had to pick which one I wanted to stick with.
Fair enough. Good choice you made.
At least hockey's not in the rain, right?
Yeah.
Who would you guys say your biggest influences are on your career?
I think I'd go with my grandpa, who got me to hockey. He's just always there for me. He's always traveling around, taking me to camps, taking me to tournaments, and he's just always been there supporting me. So I'd say him.
Kyle?
Probably my dad. Like Ben said, he's always been there supporting me along the way, whether it was on the ice or off the ice.
Why do you wear number 2? And any nickname?
No, not really. I don't know. It kind of just got given to me. I didn't really pick.
And why number 14? Any nickname, Ben?
No, I got given to me in Swift Current, and then when I came to Red Deer, I had the choice between that and 16. And I thought I'd just stick with it. So.
Yep.
You guys play with Tarswell, a good friend of the show?
Yeah, we play with Tars.
Okay.
Yeah, we had him and Grub on a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
What was the feeling getting drafted 13th overall to Swift Current? Do you remember that day, and where were you?
So I was in Philadelphia actually on that World Selects tournament, and I just hopped off the ice for a game, and as I was walking out, I got a call from Jamie Porter, who was with Swift Current at the time, and he said he drafted me, and I was super thrilled and excited, and I didn't know too much about the town, but as I kind of talked and after, I was really excited, and then once I went there, it was awesome. So
And Kyle, obviously, how about you going 18th overall to Red Deer as well, and close to home? I mean, how many? Couple hours away?
Yeah, it's an hour and a half, so it's not too bad. But I was actually in a math test. I was trying to do pretty good on that, and so I didn't really know up until after the draft when I checked my phone.
That's awesome.
Do you have a favorite sports hero growing up? Both of you guys?
I think mine's Sidney Crosby. He's kind of been my player since I was little, just watching him. So I'd go with him.
Kyle?
Probably Bobby Orr. That's a little back long ago, but I like the way he played, and I kind of want to play like him when I'm older.
You have a favorite song that you like to listen to? This question's for both of you.
I'm a country guy, and I pretty much like anything Toby Keith.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really have a song, but him, or I like John Party, Night Shift. So I'd go with some of those, one of the two, but kind of anything country.
Kyle?
Yeah, being in Red Deer, guys like Kinger, they kind of drag you into the country. So I've been listening to more and more of that, but I don't know if I can bring it down to one song.
Okay.
What was it like representing the Maple Leaf on your jersey at the U17s? I know you did end up with a nasty injury there, but what was it like?
It was a great experience. So it was a great honor, too, wearing those colors and wearing the Maple Leaf. It was a great group of guys, too. You don't really know anyone going in, so you get to know new guys and meet new people.
What was the injury, by the way?
I hurt my ankle. Yeah, we're good now, though.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know you came back after missing like 30 of the Dub games, and you had a good end of the season there.
Yeah, it was a long time, a lot of waiting.
What do you guys figure the biggest jump was to the Dub for both of you?
I'd say speed. Everything's so fast, and everyone plays at such a high tempo, and they can make plays full speed. So I think going from midget to the Dub, it's just being able to do that and keep up with that run.
Kyle.
For me, probably the size. I'm not the biggest guy, so when you're trying to having to get out of the way of guys who are 200 plus pounds, it's pretty tricky.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. I'm 5 feet tall, and I'm out there at beer league hockey trying to throw body checks and stuff. So
You won the WHL Cup in 2017, 2018. That's a big accomplishment. What was that like?
Yeah, that was sweet for me. I think with the BC, we had a good tight group, and I think Alberta was like the top dogs, so it was a bit upsetting for them, but I think we just battled and we ended up winning, which is huge, and it was awesome.
Congrats on being named to U18s, by the way, Kyle. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, too bad the tournament's not obviously going to happen, but still a huge accomplishment. And if a GM or scout were to ask Ben or Kyle, what do you guys bring to the table?
For me, I think I'm a big center, a good two-way guy who sees the ice well and can put the puck in the net.
and Kyle.
I might not be the biggest guy, but I like to think I'm pretty competitive, and I'm willing to do anything to try and get the win. But I also use my creativity and my puck skills to try and set up guys like Ben.
Do you have a favorite sports movie? Both of you.
Probably Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, nice one.
For me, probably Miracle. Can't go wrong with that one.
What was your favorite Mighty Ducks movie?
Probably the first one, the classic.
You got to go with the original for sure.
I always like 1 and 2. Then the one where they went to college for number 3 was kind of awesome.
No, yeah, I think the first one was kind of the best. It just, I find that with most movies, first one's always better.
Yeah, definitely is true.
How are you preparing for the 2020 draft here? And many teams calling?
Yeah, I've talked to a few here and there, and I don't know. I guess there hasn't really been a date, and who knows when it'll be. So you're just kind of waiting on that, and can't really do much. So
Except for staying in shape.
exactly, yeah.
Yep.
Just keep doing my thing for the year, and then wait on the draft.
Yeah, you had a big year too. You had 46 points in the shortened season. It would have been nice to see how you'd finish completely.
Yeah, I think once I got into Red Deer, I kind of found my groove, and I started playing really well. So it kind of sucked the year had to come to an end early, but it was still fun.
Yeah, so it must have been once you got under the Sutter.
Yeah, I loved him. He was good for me.
Yeah.
He was really good, and he pushed me, and I think he made me better and made me compete more. And I think he changed me as a player and made me a lot better. So I'm happy.
That's why he's there. He's one of the best coaches around.
Yeah, exactly.
Kyle, you being a young kid too, I mean, that would have been an incredible experience to go to a team that has a Sutter as a coach.
Yeah, it was definitely a big experience. You know, in the draft, you kind of look at who's the coach, and that was definitely a contributing factor in why I wanted to go there, because you hear nothing but good things about him. And he changed me like Ben. He changed the way I play. I'm more of a 200-foot player, whereas before I was kind of more of like a run-and-gun type of defenseman.
Hey, guys, I just want to thank you guys both a ton for coming on today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming.
I'm Ben King from the Red Deer Rebels, and I was just on the podcast for I Only Touch Greatness.
Hi, I'm Kyle Masters from the Red Deer Rebels, and I was just on the podcast I Only Touch Greatness.
There you go. A couple of good Canadian kids.
Thanks, fellas.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, good luck, guys, in your careers. You guys are going far in hockey, and we know that.
And we're going to be fans of you from here on out.
Thank you.
Awesome. Sounds good. Have a good one.
You too.